I was overworked and I couldn't handle all the success, and I decided to check myself into a funny farm.
Hey, have I got a problem? I'm 73 years old. I can't piss anymore. I'm 76 years old, and I can't shit anymore.
So you think you got a problem? I'm 80 years old, and every morning at 7:30 I piss, and every morning at 8:30 I shit.
No. So what kind of problem do you have?
I don't wake up until 9 o'clock.
He brought laughter to millions. Well, at least thousands. I'm almost positive it was hundreds. He was the unknown comic. He went straight to the top.
The unknown comic, I was his agent. He was my biggest client. I'll tell you, 20 years ago, this guy, you got to remember, he was bigger than the Spice Girls. He had everything going for him, almost like Robin Williams. You know, look, you take Robin Williams, for example, you take away his money, you take away his looks, you take away his talent, and what have you got? The unknown comic.
I'd like to start off by handing out some autographs 8x10 pictures of myself. Here we go. Also got some pictures of me as a baby. All right, here we go. Look at this crowd. Saturday night, let's have a toast, folks. Here's Bud in your eye. Boy, am I sweating. Well, did I get you wet over there? Here we go. Hi.
The guy, he had everything, but takes the bag off of his head on stage in Vegas, and boom, career goes right in the toilet. I miss him. I'd love to have him back, believe me.
He gained fame and fortune, then disappeared. Whatever happened to the unknown comic? After a search of galactic proportions, we have located the unknown comic. We were granted an exclusive interview, his first in 10 years.
Are you the real unknown comic?
Am I the real unknown comic? What, are you kidding? I get it. I see I got these sunglasses on so people won't recognize me. Hold on, let me take them off. There, does that look better now? Yes, of course I'm the unknown comic. Why do you ask anyway? Well, the question is, what are the pressure? What are you trying to get at? What makes you think I'm paranoid? Who are you? What are you doing here? I remember things were going great. I was on top of the world. I even had my own beauty contest.
Didn't you realize then that your career was going down the hill?
Yes, I did. It was sort of a bags to riches story, then a riches to bags story, and it was horrible. I was stuck sleeping in dumpsters. It was a horrible situation, and people started treating me with no respect. I remember one time I walked into this bar. Bartender.
Hey, I know you. You're the unknown comic.
Right, hey, give me a light.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, a Bud Light.
Will you take the bag off?
Will I take the bag off? Okay. And by the way, I love it when you dominate. Are you satisfied? Huh? Huh? Last one? All right. Okay, you satisfied? I take the bag off, okay? Now, what do you want to know? What are you trying to find out? What do you want to know? You want to know what happened to me? What happened? How things went from up to down to from bad to or good to bad and everything? You want to know that? Is that what you want to know? Okay, well, I'll tell you. And then that's a part. And then hold on a minute, hold on. Because I have to put this bag back on because I don't see the curtains. Yeah, that's much better. Now I can talk. No, I wasn't getting any work because I couldn't work. I was just nervous. Everything was starting to fall apart. And then I finally got a job in Vegas, but it wasn't as an entertainer. It was working in a hotel as a janitor. It's a janitor. I gotta pick up trash. I'll only be a minute. Close your eyes. Here we go. Just gotta find the trash. Oh, almost fell there. Well, look at you. Well, let me get the trash here. There we go. Anything else over here? Nope, don't see nothing over there. Oh, you have these cigarettes here. Okay, there you go. Well, nothing there. Well, I certainly do appreciate this. All right, you can open your eyes now. Thank you.
I committed myself to an institution, and I was there for 10 years. 10 years I spent in that institution. Things had gotten so bad that I had my chauffeur, Cato, drive me to the asylum.
Your favorite patient is back again.
What happened this time?
Oh, my brother and sister invited me to this black tie affair, but nothing was mentioned here on this invitation about wearing a tuxedo, was it? You get it? I don't think she got it.
Even the hospital administrator was a little crazy. His name was Giuseppe Baffangula. He used to be a maitre d' in an Italian restaurant. His office was in the staircase.
Pardon me, ma'am. Did you just pass gas in here?
Of course I did, Sonny. You don't think I smell like this all the time, do you?
Right this way, please.
Yeah, my favorite guys at the hospital were the old folks. I mean, they were old. One of them couldn't sunbathe longer than 10 minutes because vultures would keep blocking out the sun.
This Irish guy's diet consisted of beans, salsa, cabbage, and sauerkraut.
Well, Mr. Smith, how do you like the service here?
Oh, it's terrific. I love it here. But they won't let you fart.
Oh, and my favorite orderly was this guy, Sal. He was always picking up on the girls, you know, always trying to have a threesome. Yeah, I had a threesome the other night. I used both hands.
Hi, Sal.
Hey there.
This is Meg. She's a new candy striper.
Hello, Meg.
Hello, Sal.
Meg, no offense, but aren't you a little too skinny?
I don't know why everyone tells me that.
Hey, you know, they just built a restaurant in Beverly Hills for people who have anorexia.
Really?
Yes, they did, and it's closed 24 hours a day.
Some of the craziest things happen in this mental institution. I remember one time there were these two gay guys, and they just had a baby.
See, I told you we could have a baby. Now, aren't you glad we found that doctor to mix our sperm and inseminate that surrogate woman? Now we have a very own baby.
Pardon me, nurse. Could you bring us our baby?
Oh, yeah.
How can you tell out of all those babies that this one is yours?
Oh, well, when we saw how quiet and perfectly peaceful he was, we just knew that he had to be ours. You see, my boyfriend here is a very peaceful man, and I, of course, am very quiet myself. So when we heard all the other babies crying, well, we just knew he had to be ours.
I guess it could be true. When you take the pacifier out of his ass, he's as noisy as the rest of them.
Hey, nurse.
Yes.
You like the way I dress?
Why do you dress that way?
Because the doctor said I was gonna be impotent. And if I'm gonna be impotent, I got to dress impotent. Look, nurse, I'm anxious to know, did my sister have a boy or a girl?
What difference did it make if she had a boy or a girl?
Because I need to know if I'm an aunt or an uncle.
Okay, I know I should have been there when you gave birth last night. I mean, I should have been in the delivery room with you.
Don't worry about it. You weren't there for the conception. Why should you be there for the delivery?
This old guy always complained about the food.
Why is that thermometer behind your ear?
Oh my God, I need to tell you what I do with my pencil. Here's your apple juice. And what can I get you for breakfast today?
I want some burnt toast and some coffee with the grounds in it and a couple of burnt eggs.
I can't bring you that breakfast.
Why not? You did yesterday.
I've got some good news for you and I've got some bad news for you.
What's the bad news?
They're going to amputate your legs today.
So what's the good news?
The man in the next room wants to buy your slippers.
Your urine looks cloudy today.
Mom, I guess I'll have to run it through again.
But there was one guy in that place that I really didn't think belonged there because he didn't seem to have a screw loose. In fact, his name was, well, hold on, it's written here in the bag somewhere here. Yeah, here it is, Toulouse-Lautrec.
Hello, Mr. Lautrec.
Margaret, you're my favorite nurse. You take really good care of me.
Oh, Mr. Lautrec, well, you're my favorite patient, and I really love to take care of you.
Margaret, I would like to sketch you as a nun.
Wow! That would be terrific. I would love for you to sketch me, Mr. Lautrec.
Me too, Margaret. Me too.
Time.
My worries disappear. It's insanity.
For 10 years I was in this hospital. Count them, 10 years. And I knew by this time that I was sane and I had to get out.
Oh, I'd sure love to screw her again.
You screwed that nurse?
No, but the last time I was here, I wanted to screw her, and now I'd sure love to screw her again.
Anne!
Margaret.
I hear we're going to be working together.
That's right. And I hear the 2 new doctors are due to arrive today, aren't they?
Uh-huh. And we've got them. You're going to be shaking your little thermometer for the renowned doctor practice while I play nurse for some shrink named Frog. We're going to share offices on the 3rd floor.
Well, do you know anything about them?
Uh-huh. The carpets are green and the chairs are...
No. Do you know anything about the dog?
Well, actually, nobody's worked with either one of them.
I used to work for Dr. Fraud at another hospital, but not anymore.
Well, how come?
Oh, he said something I didn't like.
And what did he say?
He said, "You're fired."
What a putz.
But how was I going to prove that I was sane? Well, there was these 2 new doctors that came to the hospital. They didn't know it, but the stairwell was removed.
Dr. Practice!
Dr. Fraud, how good it is to see you.
I wonder what he meant by that.
I understand we'll be working together.
How marvelous! After you.
No, after you.
But I insist. Let's go together.
And these guys accidentally fell down the stairwell and knocked themselves both unconscious. And that's when it hit me. I could pretend I was these guys. And maybe if I could cure some of the patients there, I could prove to everyone I was sane.
Hey, kid. Yeah, what do you want? Hey, I'll give you a tip if you help me get this jacket off.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Hey, how the hell did you do that? Hey, that was great. Thanks.
Margaret, what are we going to do? The patients are beginning to pile up.
I see what you mean. Where's Dr. Prude?
Dr. Prude went to introduce Dr. Practice to the staff, and now no one knows where he is.
So the first doctor I impersonated was Dr. Malpractice. He didn't even know it because he was unconscious, but I went in and I pretended I was him.
Settle down, everyone. Settle down. This morning, we are honored to have, as our guest speaker, our hospital's newest staff member. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Dr. Malcolm Practice a nice welcome.
Malpractice! Malpractice! Malpractice!
Well, good morning, everyone. Today's topic of discussion is going to be penis. That'll be enough, miss. Just sit down. Well, the penis is a mass of flesh which protrudes from the groin area. It contains arteries, blood vessels, and fatty tissue. The penis, its primary function is to eliminate urine from the bladder, and its secondary function is to transport sperm from the testicles. Okay, well, next week we'll be discussing the cunt.
Dr. Practice, I was wondering what your thoughts are regarding male masturbation.
Well, I believe that if God didn't want us to masturbate, he wouldn't have made our hands reach that far. And also, it is a fact that 90% of American men masturbate in the shower and 10% sing in the shower. By some coincidence, they all sing the same song. Do you happen to know the name of that song?
No.
I didn't think so, you little jerk-off. Let's all go play doctor, shall we?
And next, I impersonated Dr. Fraud, the psychiatrist. Ha!
Oh, Doctor, I'm so happy. You cured me forever. All my life I've been gay, and I've always wanted to go straight. And now for the first time in my life, I feel good about myself. I feel like a heterosexual. No more the stigma of homosexuality. I am finally at peace with my soul. Oh, Doctor, I'm so happy I could kiss you.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. We shouldn't even be lying here together. Now, you said there was something else troubling you.
Oh, yes, Doctor. 2 nights ago, I dreamed I was a wigwam.
A wigwam?
Yes, a wigwam. And then last night, I dreamed I was a teepee.
A teepee?
What do you make of that?
Oh, yes, I know what your problem is. You're too tense.
Oh. Doctor, tell me, were you frightened the first time you had sex?
Ooh, yes, I was very frightened the first time I had sex. It was very dark, and I was alone. But don't worry about the dreams. Take this dream I had the other night. I dreamt I was in heaven talking to God. And God sneezed. And I didn't know what to say to him.
Oh, excuse me, Doctor. Did I leave my panties here yesterday?
Your panties? No, I don't think so.
Oh, I must have left them at the dentist.
Yes, well, why don't you call me back in a couple of minutes and we'll talk, okay?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, ooh.
And I couldn't believe it. It was actually a girl known as the Body Double. Her name was Shelly Michelle. I was a big fan of hers, and she was right there.
The body you see on stars. I'm the body double.
In the meantime, I had work to do.
Is it true that black men actually have the largest penises in the world?
The largest what?
Penises?
Well, no, actually, the American Indian has the largest penis in the world.
Is it also true that Jewish men can maintain an erection longer than any other men?
Yes, that is true, and a very good question, Mr.
Tonto Goldberg.
Tonto Goldberg, okay?
Dr. Practice.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the problem of premature ejaculation?
Well, you know, I recently attended a seminar on premature ejaculation, and it was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. I arrived at 7:45, and it was all over. Apparently, everyone came early.
What do you think of Renee Richards, the man who had a sex change operation and started playing in women's tennis tournaments?
Oh, yes. Well, I'd suggest you read her new book.
Oh, what's it called?
Tennis Without Balls.
Doctor, what's your prescribed cure for the discomfort of crabs?
Crabs. Well, let me see. My favorite cure is with the use of shaving cream, a razor, lighter fluid, a match, and an ice pick.
How does it work?
Well, first of all, you apply shaving cream to half the pubic area, right? Then you shave it with the razor. Then you apply the lighter fluid to the other half, and you set it on fire with a match. And when the crabs jump from the fire into the clear area, well, you just kill them with an ice pick. Yes.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes.
What is the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer?
Ah, good question. The taste.
Doctor, how do you make a hormone?
How do you make a hormone? Well, don't pay her or squeeze her tits. Whichever you prefer. Yes.
Why do farts smell?
Why do farts smell? A very good question. Why do farts smell? Think about it. So deaf people can enjoy them too.
Doctor, AIDS is a disease that affects more gay men than women.
Yes, that's true.
Is there a disease that affects only women?
Yes, it's called AIDS. It affects only Jewish women. If they don't get one, they die.
Doctor, why is it that rats are the only animals used in laboratory experiments?
Well, you know, I recently read a new study that says the American Medical Association is now going to use more lawyers instead of rats in their medical experiments.
Oh, how come?
Well, first of all, there's more of them. Secondly, lab technicians won't become attached to them. And thirdly, and most importantly, there's some things a rat just won't do.
Doctor, we've noticed you have a slight limp. Did you have polio as a child, or did you just sprain your ankle?
Well, no, actually, I'm using a new birth control pill for men. You put it in your shoe, and it makes you limp. Well, actually, that's not true. Well, the truth is, I'm about to give a seminar, and I get real nervous, and I shit my pants. Well, I gotta go now. Thank you very much, and goodbye. You are wonderful.
You've been very helpful.
Stop it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117,
Monica, what you're doing is inappropriate. In fact, it's wrong. Let's go back to the the Oval Office. You'll go down in history as my head intern.
Hey, Monica, what are you going to do? Hang out here or go back to the White House and play Swallow the Leader?
Oh, it's only you, Adolf. Call me, Dorf.
You better watch out for this one. He is really crazy. He won't even go to a football game anymore. He's so paranoid. Every time that the team gets into a huddle, he thinks that they're talking about him.
Well, don't worry about a thing. I have lots of insight into these types of problems. Thank you very much, nurse. So tell me, Adolf, I've been wondering something. If you had to do it all over again, what would you do differently?
First, I would invade Poland. Then, I would bar England. Then, I would kill every Jew I can find in Europe.
Ah, but that is exactly what you did last time.
Yes, but this time, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Do you know you're beautiful when you're angry? Well, Mr. Hitler, I have got some news for you. Do you know that you will die on the Jewish holiday? And what holiday is this? Any day you die will be a Jewish holiday.
Mr. Latrap, Margaret showed me the sketch you did of her. Do you think you could sketch me?
And I would love to sketch you in the nude.
Oh, thank you so much.
Margaret, have you seen that new doctor yet?
I'm on my way to Dr. Fraud's office now. I'll see you later.
Excuse me, miss. I don't have an appointment, but you see, my son has this problem, and I understand Dr. Fraud is going to be in the hospital today.
Well, Dr. Fraud is awfully busy. I don't know if he'll have time to see.
But you don't understand. You see, my son, well...
He plays with his pee-pee?
You mean yanking his chain, pulling his pud, jerking his beef?
Choking his chicken?
All right already. He masturbates, okay?
And I'll ask the doctor if he can see you.
You know, when I was his age, my father caught me jerking off.
What did he do?
Made me go cold jerky.
Hell, man, fuck you. This is the way you talk to a rabbi? A man who is a teacher of men? A man who has dedicated his life to the teaching of the Bible? To me, you say fuck you? Fuck me? Fuck you!
Her? No, not to her.
Hi, I'm here to visit Mr. Melachet.
Of course. If you'll just spell his name for me,
Sure. M-E-L-E-H-H-E-D.
Is that an S as in Sam or an F as in Frank?
No. It's M like masturbate, E like erotic, L like lesbian, E like enema, E like erection, and D like in douche.
I still don't know if that's an F as in Frank or an S as in Sam or an X as in Xavier.
No, it's not S like Sam, and it's not F like Frank, and it's not an X.
I'm sorry, sir. I still can't understand you.
Well, maybe you should look after his first name.
That's a great idea. What's his first name?
Chaim.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here you are. Please bring that to the bathroom and bring me back a sample.
Look, just stall for a while. Take some blood samples or something. They love that stuff.
I've already taken 2 blood samples and 3 urine samples from each patient. They're getting weak. Some of them are starting to pass out.
Here it is, and believe me, it wasn't easy.
No. I wanted you to bring me
sorry I'm late, but I had to perform a hemorrhoid transplant.
Dr. Fraud?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? You must be talking to me. Well, of course you're talking to me. That's right. I'm Dr. Fraud, of course.
Well, we have been very worried about you, Doctor. There's a lot of patients waiting.
Well, of course they're waiting. That's why they're called patients. You have to tell the patients to be patient.
I've never seen anything so disgusting in my life. There's a child masturbating in the hallway.
I'll take care of this one, Dr. Prude. I'll be right back.
Nurse! It was dark there when I got there. But when I opened the door, the light went on. And I didn't turn it on. When I finished peeing, I closed the door, and the light went off. I didn't turn it off. It was a miracle.
Mr. Braverman, you peed in the refrigerator again.
Yoo-hoo!
Dr. Practice?
Yes. Did I hear someone call for a doctor practice?
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Yes. Oh, do you happen to know the difference between a Caesar salad and a blowjob?
No.
Great. Let's have lunch, shall we? Okay, you're next, sir.
Well, doctor, am I going to live?
Well, I'm sorry. I must be full. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news for you. Which would you like first?
Give me the bad news first.
Okay, well, yep. I'm afraid you only have 24 hours to live.
And what's the good news?
The good news? Well, you see this nurse over here? Yes. Well, I'm fucking her. Nurse, would you please bring this gentleman's wife over here, please?
Walk this way.
What did he do, Doctor?
Well, it's not what he did at this particular time. It's what he's going to do that's sort of interesting.
Okay, what is he going to do?
Die.
Oh, how long has he got?
I'm afraid he only has 24 hours.
Oh, let's go home. I'll make you some chicken soup, and I'll cook you a good steak, and then we will watch a little TV, and then we will go to bed.
Nope. I only have 24 hours left to live. We'll go for a ride along the coast, then we go dancing, and then we go have some sex.
Oh, no, we will do it my way.
Well, I hate to interrupt, but I mean, he only has 24 hours left to live. I mean, don't you think he should do what he wants?
Sure, it's okay with him. He doesn't have to get up in the morning.
Yes, well, I have to go see some of my other patients now, and I think maybe you should pay your bills today, if you know what I mean. Nothing personal. Well, yes, okay, well, see you around. Not.
So I knew that if I told this couple that he was dying, well, they'd be relieved when they found out later that I was just putting them on.
Becky, I am dying, and you're holding my hand. As long as I can remember, you were always holding my hand, Becky. Do you remember when the Nazis came? You were there holding my hand. We ate out of garbage cans to survive, and you were there holding my hand. Then we came to the United States. We worked 18 hours a day, you were holding my hand. Then we had to live with relatives who treated us like dirt. But you were there holding my hand. And now, Becky, I am dying. And you're still holding my hand. You know, Becky, you're a fucking jinx.
Hello, you crazy cuckoos. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family.
Yes. I hope you're a better doctor than Dr. Practice.
And why is that?
Last week he put a friend of mine in the hospital with a hernia, and today he died of pneumonia.
Look, if I put you in the hospital for a hernia, you're going to die from a hernia. Yes, what is it?
Doctor, what gives? We all have separate departments to see you.
Well, don't you all have group insurance? Well, I don't want to piss off any of the insurance companies, so I'm going to examine you all as a group.
Could everybody tell me how this works? Hurt, pain, agony,
Margaret!
Oh, my.
All better?
Much better.
Oh, God.
Thank you very much.
No. Let me help that.
Oh, yes. Oh, much better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, my.
Oh, yes. Oh, much better. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got a boo-boo too. Me too.
I don't do orderlies. I only do doctors.
Guess what, Mommy? The teacher asked a question yesterday, and I was the only one who knew the answer.
That's wonderful, honey. What was the question?
Who farted?
Son, stay away from that girl over there. She's no good for you.
Oh, why? I like her. I think she's beautiful. What's wrong with her?
She's a lesbian.
Excuse me, miss. What part of Lesbia are you from?
Look, Sonny, you don't want to talk to me. I have a disease. I'm a lesbian.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, see that pretty nurse over there?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to take her back to my apartment, undress her, and put my lips on her nipples while I caress her breasts with my hands.
Holy shit!
What's wrong?
I think I have the same disease. I'm a lesbian.
Mommy, where did I come from?
Well, one night, your father and I had foreplay. Then your father inserted his penis into my vagina, and the friction caused the sperm to come out of his penis and travel up into my ovaries. This caused the formation of what is called a fetus, which grew there in my belly for 9 months, and then came out of my vagina, and you were born.
No, Mom, not like that. I meant like Aaron came from New Jersey. Where did I come from?
It's good to see you again.
Last time I saw you was about 6 months ago, remember? We went to a funeral together.
I don't remember so good. I'm getting old. Who was it who died, you or your brother?
My brother.
Oh, I hope it wasn't from something serious.
Are you comfortable?
I make a nice living.
We can't just let this man lay here. Let's get some chairs for him to lay on. 3 chairs for this man.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Doctor, I still have this pain in my stomach.
Yes, well, Your Holiness, I have some sad news for you. We've discovered that you have a rare disease and you must have sex with a woman at least 1 time.
And if I refuse?
You will die.
Very well. I'll have a sex just this one time.
But there are 3 conditions.
Of course.
Number 1, she must be blind, because if she sees who she's having sex with, it would ruin the image of the Vatican.
Of course.
And then, number 2, she must be deaf, because if she hears somebody calling me your holiness, it would be disastrous for the Vatican, Marona mia.
Of course. And number 3?
She's gotta have big tits.
Big tits.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I was expecting you and you're right on time.
I'm Shelley Michelle.
Oh, yes, the body double.
Not just the body double. The body double. Not just the body double. But I'm the body double. Body double. The body you see of the stars. I'm the body double. B-O-D-Y. I'm the body double. The body you see of the stars. I'm the body double. B-O-D-Y.
See the face of the future. Every nation wants to use her missile forces for the dance.
Well, I must go get down to practice. He'll be to the room 129.
Cosmo, seeing it ain't no trouble. Screaming for the body double.
You're right on time. Yes, why don't we just have you take your clothes off and just let me know when you're ready. I'll be right.
Doctor, I'm ready.
Well, you just have a seat on the table right over here, if you don't mind. And I think we should just probably start. I want to lay back there. Very good. Let's start with a little reflex. This is called a reflexor, and it's for reflexing the reflexes. So we'll just test your knee first thing. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! That was good reflex. Excellent reflexes. All right, well, let's move on to, let's see, toes. Oh, yes. Oh, my. Looks like you had polio when you were a child. Looks like polio, all right. And, I think you had measles. Measles.
Oh, it looks like you had smallpox.
Yes, well, fine. Let me just get ready for the spam smear test. Okay, we'll just get that in here. Here we go. All right, this won't hurt a bit. Okay, here we go. Ooh, well, looks like you're a quart low. Okay. All right. Ow, that hurt. But never mind, we have to check for lumps now. We have to look for lumps. Any lumps here? No lumps there. Oh, my. These look
Doctor, you're breathing so heavy.
Well, no. Yes, would you do me a favor and go into the room over here? Before we can continue the exam, I need a spit sample. If you could just go in there and give me a spit sample, I'll be right back. Okay, and just... All right. Look, you, I'm too busy to see you right now, so why don't you just go home and jerk off?
Yes.
All right, listen. I remember the first time my father caught me playing with myself.
Well, what'd your father say?
He said, if you keep doing that, you're going to go blind.
What'd you say?
I said, hey, Dad, I'm over here. That's what I said. All right, now, just go on.
Doctor.
Yes.
What's the news?
Oh, that's right. Well, I have some bad news and worse news for you. Which do you want first?
What's the bad news?
Well, the bad news is, well, you have Alzheimer's.
And what's the worst news?
Well, you also have cancer.
Thank God. I thought you were going to say I had Alzheimer's.
Listen, I have to go right now. I have a race to start, so don't wait around. I'll be right back.
Boy, was she sexy. I mean, she was so sexy, I wanted to bite on her ass and pray for lockjaw. So what I did is I set up a race with all the patients out there so I could have time to be alone with her.
Before we start this race, let's get those brittle bones into shape with a little exercise, all right? Let's go. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3. All right, that's enough. All right, let's start the race. The rules are, when I count to 3... Oh, wait, I've got a better idea. Please, sir, thank you. All right, now, when I shoot off this gun, I want you all to start the race. And the first one across that finish line gets an extra serving of prune juice, a year's supply of X-Lax, and an autographed picture of Buddy Ebsen completely in the nude. And the race will start from here over to here. Okay. All right, let's get started. Now, remember, ladies, if you have a stroke, don't let that stop you. Just keep going, because if you die, well, you're disqualified. All right, on your mark. Get set. Oh, my, you're dressed, but I haven't quite finished the examination. Oh.
This time, Doctor,
Yes?
we're gonna do it my way. My resume, it's more than just my TNA. And now's the time for you to know stars just aren't inclined to show all the parts on the screen. And now you know it's my body not fast. I always ask for Shelly Michelle, but call me Shelly, and now you know. Come on and tell me your needs. Let me take a look.
Miss all voices for the dead storm. Now the movie like Merlin Monroe. Hard copy and Geraldo. Playboy people, Ethan Cosmo. Seeing it ain't no trouble. Screaming for the body double. Let's just my body and yeah. Treatment that'll make you sweat. Temperature's rising so high. Sexual healing what I've got.
I just love Doctor. I want to go for Mommy.
I just love Doctor.
Oh, well, good. Doctor. Yes, I am.
Dr. Practice? That's right, you. When I came to see you 6 months ago, after I cut my hand off in the carpentry shop, you told me that you couldn't sew my hand back on for less than $1,000. Uh-huh. You said nobody would. I went out and found medical students who sold my hand back on for only $50. That's right, only $50. So, fuck you, Dr. Practice. I said, fuck you.
Well, excuse me, I think this here belongs to you.
You're not Dr. Practice. Oh, sorry.
Well, no harm done. Now, why don't you just be on your way? And if I were you, I'd have a doctor look at this.
Okay, thank you very much. Arigato.
Doctor, yes.
I hate to bother you. I know you're a very busy man.
Oh, no, I'm never too busy for one of my orderlies.
No, I'm not here to see about me. It's my friend.
Friend?
Yeah, my friend. He thinks he has syphilis.
Oh, your friend thinks he has syphilis. Well, why don't we just move over here, you drop your pants, take out your friend, and let me have a look at him.
It's okay, Doc. I'll come back when you're not too busy.
Oh, okay, well, which one of you is the lady who needs the operation on her tits?
I'm right here, Doctor.
Yes, well, can we have your husband join us? I think you both need to hear this bad news together.
I don't want to disturb him. He's reading, and he's in the middle of a word.
Oh, well, I'm afraid you're going to have an operation.
Well, Doctor, I want a second opinion.
You want a second opinion? Well, you're also very ugly. Bloody, you cuckoo, it's crazy. Don't you know you can get AIDS from sharing a hypodermic needle?
Come on, Doc. You don't have to worry about us.
Yeah, we're all wearing condoms.
Say, I bet no one here can guess what I have in my hands. And I'll give a blowjob to anyone who guesses right.
How about a hippopotamus?
I think we have a winner.
All right, you disorderly orderlies, everybody out of here, except for Godfrey. I have a present for you. Raise your arms. All right, there we go. Did you know that 90% of gay men were not born that way? Really? That's right, they were sucked into it.
Toulouse. No, Tutay.
At this point, I was getting really good. I was curing one patient after another.
Boy, did I just get a feeling of Vuja Day when I woke up.
No. You mean deja vu, that feeling that what is happening now has happened before.
Oh, no. Vuja Day. That means that whatever is happening now has never happened before. But don't you worry, it's okay. It happens to me a lot.
Yeah, well, what is your problem? Why are you here?
My husband thinks he's a refrigerator.
He thinks he's a refrigerator. How long has he had this problem?
About 40 years.
4 years? Well, why did you wait so long to do something about it?
Because he just started sleeping with his mouth open, and the light's keeping me awake.
Oh, God. Here we go. There, your problem is solved. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. What can I do for you?
I keep forgetting things. I can't remember anything.
Oh, and when did you first become aware of this problem?
What problem?
This problem of you forgetting things.
So what do I do now?
Go see the nurse and give her a check. Thank you. Oh, yeah, wait, you're supposed to have an appointment with Dr. Practice.
Yes, I want you to treat me. I think that Dr. Practice is crazy.
Yes, we'll make it fast. There's a lot of crazy patients. I have to do this now.
Right,
Okay?
Yes. Well, I used to be able to raise my hands like this.
Like this?
Yes, and I can only raise them like this now.
But before you could do?
Yes, like this.
Like this, but now?
No, like this.
But before?
Up here.
Does it hurt when you do this? Yeah. Well, then don't do this.
Oh.
Okay, have you had this problem before?
Yes.
Well, you've got it again.
Oh, well, thank you, Doctor.
Yes, kiss. Thank you.
Doctor, I'm going to jump out that window and kill myself.
Well, if you feel this is the answer to all your problems, then be my guest and go ahead.
Thank you.
Doctor, does he know this is the ground floor?
Oh, he does now.
Hey, Doc. Do you have 2 nipples for a dime? Can I do something for you?
Of course you can. Take this plaque and hang it up on that wall. Here's the nail.
I left my hammer in the shop. Can I use your phone?
Well, of course you may use the phone. Here we go.
Macho, you're so handy.
You don't know what I can really do.
Okay, I'll bite. What can you really do? Oh, my lord.
I've been trying to get to you for a long time.
Does that mean I'm crazy? I get silly. Am I out of my mind? Well, I don't understand why this jacket snaps up in the back. Insanity. What is this coming over me? Insanity.
Dr. Pruden, there's a patient outside who only wants to speak to you. I think he'll be great for your new book.
Great, bring him in. Can you tell me why you're here?
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm perfectly sane. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You know, everyone thinks they're sane. But if you were sane, you wouldn't be here.
Oh.
Why don't you tell me what happened just before they brought you here?
Well, it was our 25th wedding anniversary, and we were washing dishes after dinner. My wife was washing, I was drying. And I dropped one of the dishes, and she said, "You stupid schmuck! That's our best china! Why don't you just drop all of them on the floor?" So I took all the china and I dropped it on the floor and broke it.
There's nothing wrong with what you did. Your wife told you to throw the dishes on the floor and drop them, and you did. That's perfectly normal. Something else must have happened.
We always play cards after dinner, and I was dealing the cards, and I dealt one of the cards off the table. And my wife said, "You stupid putz! Why don't you drop all the cards on the floor?" So I dropped all the cards on the floor.
There's nothing abnormal about what you did. Your wife told you to throw the cards on the floor, and you did that. That's perfectly normal. But something else must have happened. Sounds to me like you weren't playing with a full deck anyway.
No, that's it, because nothing else happened, because right after that we went right to bed. Oh, now I remember. Wait a minute. It was about 2 a.m. in the morning. I woke up and I realized it was our wedding anniversary. So I figured it was a good idea to wake my wife up and make a little love, you know?
Go on.
So I started to fondle her vagina, and she said, "Cut it out!" Ever seen one of these?
Oh! I had to keep this kid busy so he wouldn't have time to jerk off.
And because we're getting to masturbation. You have too much nervous energy. We have to find a way to get you to stop playing with yourself. Ow! A gopher hole. Oh, I've got an idea. Joe, start. Joe,
I'll be back
Joe.
in just a second.
I need a shovel immediately.
Sure.
What took you so long? Now I want you to start digging here and keep digging until you find that gopher, and don't stop until I tell you to, okay?
Yes, Doctor.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, hey, oh, Anne, you're here. Anne, would you do me a favor, Anne? Could you take this here over to Mrs. Murphy's room right away, please?
Why?
Well, because she has very low blood sugar.
Mrs. Murphy doesn't have low blood sugar.
Oh, yes, she does. In fact, it goes all the way down to her ankles. The sugar is really, really low, all the way down there. Please take that with her, to her, yes, her. Thank you very much.
So, where have you been all my life?
Well, for the first half, I wasn't even born.
Yes, well, you know, I may not be tall, dark, and handsome, but I am tall and handsome in the dark. So, are you married?
No.
No? Do you mess around? I was kidding. Do you?
No.
No, well, will you hold still while I do? Your name is, what?
Jennifer.
Jennifer! Oh, Jennifer! Oh, I talked to your father the other day. He said if I was in town to look up his daughter. Oh, just a kid. Oh, white blouse. You know white is a sign of virginity? Did you know that? Well, it looks like an old blouse. Oh, I'm kidding. Do I pick on you? Do I get in your hair? Do I irritate you? Shall I keep an eye on you? Guess who's back? Am I pulling your leg? I need you. Want to dance cheek to cheek? This is fun. Shall we have fun? Let's go golfing, okay? Tennis? No, I got a better idea. Let's go skipping, okay? All right. La, 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 la.
Hey, kid, have you found that gopher yet?
No?
Well, you just keep digging until you do. That's a good boy.
Did you girls hear about the 2 new patients they found in the really, really crazy people ward?
No.
They think they are doctors.
Everybody wants to be a doctor.
Dr. Practice, they told me you'd be here. You look different.
Oh, I look different? Ooh.
You said, be a good sport and have sex with me. Well, I was a good sport and I did have sex with you. But being a good sport's gotten me pregnant. And if you don't marry me, I'll kill myself.
Hey, you are a good sport. La, 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 la.
This pimp thought I was the real Dr. Fraud and tried to blackmail me.
Wow.
Hey, Doc, you and me, we got business to discuss.
Oh,
yeah.
we do? Well, what is
We
it?
do. Yeah, the other night you were very naughty with one of my ladies.
I was?
Yes, you was. You and she went to the motel room and had some of the kinkiest sex that I have ever photographed. See what I mean? That's right, Doc, and it's gonna cost you.
Well, I'll take one of these and 2 of these and maybe some wallet sizes of these. What do you think about a
Big.
Hey, man, how's your girlfriend?
Which one?
You know, the one that you brought in here last week, the one we treated for syphilis.
Oh, she died.
Yeah, but nobody dies from syphilis.
When they give it to me, they do.
This man has a boil and he hates pain.
A boil? Well, I've never really operated on a boil before.
Oh, it's really simple. Well, here, I'll just explain.
Oh, well, I think I can handle that.
You got it covered?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Ah!
Oh, good boy, Doctor. I said to prick his boil.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, excuse me, you Fräulein. How about a hello kiss, huh?
Excuse me?
I tell you what, I bet you $1 I can kiss you without touching you.
You bet me $1 that you could kiss me without touching me?
Yes, without touching you. What do you say?
Okay.
Okay, watch this. I will kiss you without touching you. $1 back. Here we go.
You touched me.
All right, here's your $1. Thank you very much. I have a $5 bet I want to talk to you about later, okay?
Doctor, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's like nobody talks to me. It's like I'm invisible or something.
Next! I was just kidding. Well, when did you first become aware of this problem?
Well, ever since I was a kid, like, none of my friends would play with me. I even had an imaginary friend, and he wouldn't play with me either.
Well, you need to learn to stand out more, make yourself more noticeable. Now, come here and stand by the window. Would you do me that favor? Right, turn around and drop your pants. Oh, I'm a doctor. I'm a professional. Just go ahead and do what I tell you. That's right. Drop your drawers, too. Get those little under things down. Yeah. Good. Now, stick your ass out the window. Excellent.
Is this gonna make me feel better?
No, but it makes me feel a lot better. I hate that asshole across the street. All right, let's get to the root of your problem. Exactly what is bothering you?
Well, Doctor, I think I'm gay.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, last night I found out that my brother was gay.
Just because your brother is gay doesn't mean that you're gay.
Yeah, but see, 2 nights ago I found out that my father was gay.
Well, like I said, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, raging queens don't come from genes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you see, but last night I also found out that my grandfather's also gay.
Oh, my. Doesn't anyone in your family like women?
Yeah, my sister.
Doctor, this is Mr. Pulaski.
Who?
Pulaski.
Oh, yeah, well, Mr. Pulaski, why don't you have a seat there, would you?
Oh, thank you, Doc.
Oh, my goodness. How did we get this terrible burn on your ear?
I was home last night doing my ironing when the telephone rang, so I picked it up and answered it. I burned my ear.
But how did you get this burn on your other ear?
That idiot, he called back again.
Oh. Well, let me give you a prescription here, okay? Is there anything else I can do?
Oh, yes. While I'm here, Doc, I thought you might be able to prescribe something for my hemorrhoids.
Well, have you tried using suppositories?
Oh, yes. I take one every morning with my coffee and one every night with my tea. And they're still not helping.
Well, that's not how you're supposed to use suppositories.
Well, what do you expect me to do? Shove them up my ass?
I was feeling great. I was curing patients, and I struck up a great relationship with Nurse Lola, the one with the big knockers. Knock, knock, knock.
Doctor.
Yes?
Doctor, do you have many malpractice suits against you?
Well, that's funny you should ask. A while back, a young man was crossing the street, and this car backed up against him and caught his leg between it and another car. And he was rushed to the hospital, and we had to amputate one of his legs. Well, that night he was in a lot of pain, and we discovered we amputated the wrong leg. So what we did is we had to cut off the other leg.
He sued, right?
No, well, actually, he tried to. He even went to see a lawyer.
Well, what did the lawyer tell him?
He said he didn't have a leg to stand on. Well, why do you ask?
Well, my gynecologist gave me these hormone shots, and I'm a little worried.
Well, why? What's the problem?
Oh, well, I'm growing hair on my chest.
Hair on your chest? Holy shit, you really are. How far down does it go?
Down to my balls.
I have to go. I had a circumcision. It's not much money, but the tips are really good. Excuse me.
Tomorrow I send my armies to conquer England. I do not want it said in history books that Napoleon did not conquer the whole world.
Well, Napoleon, if I was you, and incidentally,
I am! Oh, no, not that. I can't take this anymore. You must be crazy. That's right. I am crazy. And if I'm crazy, then you must be... Sane? That's right. You're sane. Thank you, doctor. I'm cured. Yes. Shall we dance? La 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 la.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mr. Bafangool.
So tell me, how are the two new doctors doing?
Oh, they're both terrific. All the patients are happy. Dr. Practice is wonderful. He has a great bedside manner.
And Dr. Fraud is amazing. He cured that man who thought he was Napoleon.
Come on.
What's the matter, kid? Are you okay?
Sure, yeah, I'm fine.
What's the matter, kid? Are you okay?
Things were going terrific. I cured almost every patient I'd seen, and I was home free, or so I thought.
Dr. Fraud.
Yes?
I've been watching the way you've been treating your patients, and I want you to know I can no longer take it. I'm leaving.
Wait. How about a goodbye fuck?
Okay. Goodbye, fuck.
Yes!
Good night, Dr. Fraud.
Good night. You left it. Holy shit.
Good night, Dr. Fraud.
You know, I was just meaning to take... Yo!
Huh? This man is profoundly delusional.
That's impossible. He's helped dozens of patients today.
Oh? This man is certifiably non-compos mentis.
Dude, you are fucking nuts. Well, actually, that's not true. I sort of gave it up this morning. In fact, I'm still picking shells out of my underwear.
Let's get him out of here.
Hold on just a minute. This man has done a wonderful job replacing both of you.
That's right. Philippe is mentally cured.
And physically, too.
He gave me a new friend. And me too.
You two should be ashamed of yourselves. Well, I can assure you, this man is perfectly sane.
Does this mean I'm free?
You're free.
I'm free, Cato! Come on, let's get out of here.
Here you go, sir.
Oh, and here you go, sir. All right, take off that jacket. Loosen up this tie. All right, give me those keys. Looks like it's just me and you, Cato. What do you say we go have a Big Mac, huh?
This is Lob and Rach of the Wealthy and Well-Known, and we're at the palatial estate of Murray Langston, the unknown comic. Tell me, how does it feel to be rich and famous again?
And now here I am. I'm back on top again. I'm appearing in Las Vegas again. And next season, I have my very own sitcom. It's in the bag. I love it. Life is good. Oh, here's my son, Sad Sack. Wave to the nice people. And here's my lovely wife, Baggy Sue. And I'm really, really, really happy to have my grandparents living in my guest house. Wave to the nice people. Yeah, so I put a bag over my head and it became a bags to riches story. It's insanity. That's right, insanity.
You think you have a problem? This morning the doctor told me that my wife has a very serious disease. It starts with a A.
So, what's the disease?
I don't remember. It's either Alzheimer's or it's AIDS. Yeah, it's Alzheimer's or AIDS. But I don't know which one it is. What should I do?
Take her for a walk around the neighborhood. Leave her on a street corner 10 blocks away from the house.
No.
And then go home and wait.
No, how is that going to tell me if it's Alzheimer's or AIDS?
If she finds her way home, don't fuck her.
Gentlemen.
Ooh.
Scene 1, Charlie, take 1. Mark.
Marker. I'm sorry, hold on a second, because I want to unbutton most of this. And give me another one, please. And good. Second stick. Set. Marker. Set. Action.
Well, see this nurse over here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fucking her.
Yeah, that's right. That's I mean, it seems like it should. Where do we? I'm sorry.
Set. Second stick. Real quick. Marker. Thank you very much.
Background. Action.
Toulouse?
Cut.
No.
Lower pen. Lower pen. Lower.
And action.
Ah!
Good Lord, Doctor, I said quick as boiled.
Cut. I'm going to be an act.
Marker. Go.
Hold the roll.
Holding the roll.
Right again.
And set.
Because I need to know if I'm going to be an act.
Oh. Good set.
Gee, man, look, I'm sorry. Last night I cut. Bird. Marker.
Set.
Action.
Nurse, did my sister have a boy or a girl?
What difference does it make if she had a boy? Sorry.
Cut. Okay.